Oh, Sony, why are you doing this to me? Oh, you're so bad.
Skip it up and that up.
What's going on, everyone? It's Rich of Review Tech USA, and I'm going over the top 3 complaints about the PS4.
Number 3, it's not gonna be backwards compatible.
I throughout history, have never understood why people care about so much about backwards compatibility. First reason is that if you have games to play on the next gen system, that means you own the previous generation console more than likely. So you have a system ready to play those games on. Secondly, think in the past. Think how many times when you had a PS2 that you played PS1 games on them. When you had a Sega Genesis and you had the power base converter that you played Sega Master System games on it. When you had a Wii, how many GameCube games did you play on the Wii? Hell, people are complaining that the Wii U won't play GameCube games. It's a pointless feature that brings up like if they put the cell processor in the PS4, it would bring up the price astronomically. And then people will be bitching that it's too expensive. If you already own the console to play the games on, why do you care if that company's next-gen system plays the games? I don't want to hear that you want one device that does everything. You know what, I want my computer to blend and make my coffee, but it's not going to happen. They're doing it to reduce costs. The cell architecture is totally different than the PS4's x86 architecture, so they can't even emulate it. If you already have a PS3 and you have games, shut up and play them on the PS3. It won't look that ugly next to your PS4. Get over it.
Number 2, it's just a thinly veiled PC.
You're really complaining about this? You really think this is that much of a problem? I'm going to give you a history lesson. Every single console that has ever been developed has been a computer. They have central processors, they have graphics processors, they used to be called PPUs, which are picture processing elements. They have motherboards, they have sound processors in them. They have always been computers that were created to specifically play games. They've always been computers. It's no different now. Everyone's freaking out about this now because Sony said they made it more like a PC. They've always been computers. The PS3 was a computer, the Xbox 360. Hell, think about this. The Sega Genesis had a Motorola 68000 CPU in it. That's the same processor that was in the original Macintosh. The Super Nintendo's main processor was a derivative of the processor that was in the Apple II. Throughout history, consoles have always been computers. They are computers, please. It's just because like they had said it now, hey, we're making it easier to program for. We're giving it a PC architecture. People are flipping out now. It's not a big deal. Get over it. They've always been computers. Shut up and face reality.
And the number 1 PS4 complaint is that it won't play audio CDs. Sony, you've totally betrayed me. Why did you do this? Oh.
Hey, let me check my imaginary non-existent watch here. Oh yeah, it's the year 2013. Why do you give a shit if your console plays CDs? There are cheap MP3 players. There are DVD players. There are still portable CD players made by no-name brand companies that you could get at Walmart right now. I was just there. You have knockoff iPods. You have a billion different ways to listen to music. Are you actually going to sit in front of your console and play CDs on it? Are you really going to do that? Did you do it with your PS3? Probably not. Did you do it with your PS2? A little bit more of a chance, but you still probably didn't. Hell, back in the 90s when I had a PS1, I wasn't playing music on it. I think I did it twice just to see if it would have some cool dancey crap like the 3DO did. You have a billion other ways to listen to music, and forums are blowing up about this because the PS4 might not play CDs. It's an old dated format. It's still somewhat relevant. It's not totally out of style like VHS tapes, but no one's going to use their PS4 to play CDs. And if you are, what the hell is wrong with you? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and Sony did a ton of things right so far with the PS4. They gave it a ton of memory. They made it easy to program for. They did what developers wanted. Stop bitching about little crap that means nothing. Now I gotta get back to watching some porn. Have a good one.